It's been a nice day for Seiyoungkim, who got a win late last year, her first in 5 years on the LPGA Tour, and this is at the 13th.
Playing really long today, this 13th, at 187 yards. It's a big kick in the green. Backstop coming up. There we go.
This is promising.
It really is.
Got a shot.
Get your roll out.
It is, but I think she may be going for that right side.
She's the best in the business with a 3-wood.
Oh, yeah, this going to the left. You called it. See if she can get a kick to the right. And that looked out. That scampered through the edge of the rough. Oh.
This could get really interesting very, very quickly. Nelly putting for eagle. Huge crowds out here. Kay Cockrell kind of in her own backyard. You love to see it, don't you, Kay?
I sure do. I'm super proud of this event. It's really the first time the LPGA has played on the peninsula. Great to have the LPGA back in Northern California, the Bay Area. A lot of savvy fans out here. Just excited to see the LPGA in town, and they're getting quite a show.
Between Padraig Harrington and Stephen Alker. Both of them are on 15 under par at the La Paloma Country Club in Tucson. Meanwhile, the Fortinet Founders Cup, you can see on your right. Now, that is streaming right now on golfchannel.com, so you can see uninterrupted coverage there. If the Cologuard Classic ends up going beyond one hole in this playoff, then the coverage will conclude.
He's really just in his mind, so much going on in his head in an effort to hit this hole high, John.
Absolutely. He could take it a little bit left, use some slope. I'd be very surprised if this got right of the flagstick. I believe this would be his gap wedge, his 50 or 52 degree. I think probably it's 50.
From Menlo Park, California, it's live final round coverage of the Fortinet Founders Cup. It is game on here on this championship Sunday as the LPGA Tour honors the 13 greats who created the tour back in 1950, and two of the very best today are going at it head-to-head in the final pair, and a big lead has narrowed. First-time venue, Sharon Heights Golf and Country Club in between San Jose and San Fran. It has been a most hospitable host. It's tricky. You got to find the fairway. Opened back in the early 1960s, and this is what they're playing for, a trophy that the leader has already won. Grant Boone, Morgan Pressel, Karen Stupples looking at the highlights, and Morgan, a big move from Nellykorda today.
This is a really important putt. After her first 3-putt of the week on the previous hole, big birdie putt on the third to put some pressure on the Hyojoo.
Hyojookim, a bit of a sluggish start. This was Nelly's second at the 6th.
Yes. Little 9-iron here, one of the very best iron players in the game, showing off.
And so she would knock that close, and Karen, it looked like the lead might be 2, but Hyojookim had other ideas.
Hyojoo says, not so fast. I'm going to just see what you've just done here, and I'm going to raise you with a great shot of my own.
Both would make birdie. The lead for Hyojookim would remain 3. Off to the par 5 7th. Nelly had an eagle putt. This was Hyojoo for birdie.
Well, and after potentially getting into trouble off the tee, got away with it and was able to still make a birdie.
Nelly 2-putted for birdie. And just moments ago, Hyojookim missed a par putt at 8. So the lead is 2 for Hyojookim after beginning the day with a 5-shot advantage.
I like high 17. Yeah.
Thank you, Grant. It's really an honor to be here walking these fairways at Sharon Heights Golf and Country Club. I'm a proud member of the NorCal golf world, and I'm delighted to be watching the best in the game play here. This is a pitching wedge for Nelly. 120 to the hole, playing a little bit less. Probably going to allow for a little hit and release. This green is very firm.
Caddy Jason reminded her that it's in a bowl effect at the back of the green there, so she was able to use those.
He also told me that at some point yesterday between the 8th and 9th holes, she tweaked a little something in her back by stepping into a little bit of a hole or some misstep. Kind of worked it out. She's got her physio on site, so I'm just wondering, guys, if, that could be an issue with why she's not striking it quite as well as the previous days. .52-degree wedge.
Here's that backstop.
Well, this is a very impressive rookie from Japan, Erikahara, for eagle at 10.
Already been 2 eagles today on this 10th hole. I think it just stopped turning at the very end. Good-looking roll.
Came to Q School last year, 2 years ago, got her Epson Tour card, and graduated off the Epson Tour. Kay, you're the great match play player, 2 straight U.S. women's AMs. You'd love to go first here, wouldn't you?
Definitely. You want to play first. You want to set the standard. This might drip right as it slows down.
Nellykorda in attack mode for the moment within 1.
I mean, it's a good turnaround for Nelly too, because she missed a short putt early on today as well, so she's really kind of got back on track.
First up to 13, jinheeim.
Oh, this whole location really giving these players a chance to make a birdie. It's been a tough hole all week, but today.
Hyojoo is a treat to watch. She makes the game look very simple. Her swing is simple and efficient. She's always been inside top 10 putter, ranked putter. This putt will have maybe a little more left to right movement to it.
Wow. 5 down to 1 with 9 to go. This is going to be fun.
Because if you go too far to the left center, it releases through into the rough.
I really have to take on that right bunker almost near those trees, Kay, in order to keep it in the fairway with Nelly's length.
That looks good. I mean, it's a little bit how it hits the hill and how it releases down. There's also a big oak tree down there that does come into play on the second if you're too far to the left.
That looks fabulous,
Wow.
Kay. She almost got that to drift a little bit to the right as well. Exactly what she needed here. It's not her typical shot.
Trackman Tracer told the story, didn't it? Okay, so now hyojookim.
Really important to her to lean on her mental strength and not feel dejected. Talk to herself and say there's a whole nother 9 ahead.
If anyone has that mental ability, it would be Hyojoo. She never seems fazed or bothered by much of anything, but definitely mentally changes her approach here, only with a 1-shot lead now. That might have a little more tree trouble there, a little more up the left, but it's trying to drift back to the right.
And the Spaniard by way of LSU, carlatejedomulet.
Watched a few of her holes yesterday. Strong player, very competitive, great touch around the greens. Got her parents out with her, watching her as she plays her first LPGA event here, and they were very proud of their daughter.
This is going to get even better.
I want her to feel comfortable again, but watching Nelly chase her down is going to be quite fascinating.
Can't wait to see it. And this is up by the green at that 10th, and China's Ruixinliu.
Been fabulous, and I think everybody's been pleased with the first year here of the Fortinet Founders Cup.
And Tejedomulet, she has a bit of an advantage, Karen. It's her first LPGA start, but no one knows this golf course. really, because it's a first-time venue. She's played brilliantly.
Well, that's true. And very used to playing golf in America, played college golf at LSU. And part of a very strong team. Ingrid Lindblad was on that same team, so she's been used to watching high-quality golf.
Back at the 10th hole, Gabylopez for birdie. Now, ruixinliu for birdie at the 10th.
A bit of a quick putt here. You can feel like you're putting off a cliff. As big of a false front as this green has, drifting to her left. Ideally want to be just left of this flag, Kay, but the lie will make it go a little right.
Well, that's going left, towards the rough,
left
towards
miss.
a tree. 189 front, 197 to the hole. Oh, she got some nice height on that one. A little pull, but she can use the bank to the left.
She was almost right where she was set up with her feet.
Nelly. Well, she's got it going in overdrive here, as does this little friend.
Every decision is interconnected, and the best path forward is the difference between winning and losing. But the right advice is hard to find. Whether it's managing risk or building a high-performance team, Aon goes further. The time for uncertainty is over. The time for better risk and people decisions is now.
Things have changed dramatically here. Hyojookim lead of 5 down to 1. Third shot here at the 10th.
She's fortunate in that the ball is not sitting too badly. This rye grass is quite thick. It's very lush and long in spots. Ball is sitting reasonably well. Everything's sloping away from her, and she'll have to start this a little left, allowing for left to right.
I'd be surprised if she nearly chipped this one in here. Got a little bit underneath it almost, Kate. Came in a little too shallow.
First, let's check back in with haeranryu, who's made a big move today. Rookie of the Year 3 years ago. Wins in each of her first 3 years, but she stalled out a bit.
That was a little quick there on the transition with the tempo there. Just a little anxious on the line, so you go for that little bit extra.
2 under on them today. This is just inside 30 feet.
Going to be a third 2-putt birdie. There's already been one big win for Korda today, Morgan.
Yeah, big upset down at the Miami Open. Sebi beating Alcaraz in 3 sets.
Like that, younger brother Sebi. And now Nelly has tied the lead. Hyoju's going to have a putt to regain it.
Coming into today played at even par, 2 birdies, 2 bogeys, so she's going to have to get her work done on this back 9 now. This putt is back uphill, so she can be extra firm with it.
Unreal. You just don't get 5-shot leads very often. There have only been 3 of 5 or more on the LPGA Tour going into a Sunday. The last
facing some of the toughest, trickiest holes out here. I think she can carry the bunker on the left. Looks like this is leaning for this going right. Yeah. Not ideal, but it may work out.
Stuck the right side of that fairway is like a...
Just to get into a playoff with Lydia Ko, which she won. And that kicked off a 7-win season. Now Hyoju tied again.
She hit a poor tee shot here yesterday, drove it into the left fairway bunker. Much improved today.
Karen, that's 3 straight tee shots right down the middle for Hyojoo.
Yeah, she's made some good adjustments because those lefts were starting to hurt her.
This is the par 3 13th, and Haeranryu.
It's been kind of an up and down day for her. A couple of birdies, a couple of bogeys. But love the mow lines on this tee box because it's really allowing the players to pick a good target using those lines.
A downhill lie, ball just a little bit above her feet. And she's settled in with a 9-iron. That was beautifully judged on what you have in your hands, and she's very good at it.
I was okay. Anytime I've been out following Nelly, if Jason gives me the little signal for it's a small one, I know she's going to hit a good shot because she's so good from those.
Well, she caught that one heavy.
Wow.
And that was a shocker.
Maybe her poorest shot of the week after tying hyojookim. Nellykorda bunker shot at 11.
She hasn't missed many greens this week. This is her first she's missed today.
And she's going to get away with a par. She's got this to regain the lead.
I like that adjective. And this is a sweet opportunity. Probably can play it at the right edge, maybe just inside. Downhill putt.
Okay, it didn't take long. She's back in front. One of the very best putters statistically. Best short games, straight hitter, added a bit of length, as Kay has told us.
Doesn't need to do it, but she still wants that improvement.
Nelly to clean up for par. Okay. 7 holes to play. Nelly looking for win number 17 and her second this season. The first was in one of those holes we've talked about, Morgan, that has all kinds of angles you have to negotiate. She has found the fairway and a chance here.
Bit of a mess of this hole yesterday.
No mess.
Have to step up to this tee shot and be brave. Take on the oak tree at the corner and cut the corner of this dogleg right. You have to hit a high, solid one.
One of the reasons she's gained some distance is that she's been trying to hit a draw, which doesn't set up for this tee shot.
Yeah, it looks like that might have just trickled into the rough. Hard to say if it stayed out or not. Quite a few tricks up her sleeve, and she's going with the 3-wood here. She has plenty of distance to clear the corner, and this should land a little softer and stay in the fairway. Yeah, really big height on that one.
So no one closer than 6 to Nellykorda in second. Jeenothitikul, world number 1.
And we've seen this putt, and it doesn't break as much as we think. And Gino read that perfectly.
Now we're back at the 12th green, and ruixinliu in that huge group at 10 under par. 11 players now, Morgan.
Now it's just about trying to finish as high as possible. You got CME points, certainly a nice purse, a lot of things to play for. Just a pull.
142 to the hole. There is a false front. You have to ensure you get over.
She's aimed way right here, okay? It's right edge of the green.
Yeah, she was probably figuring she can use the bank a bit. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's off the false front.
Yep. That's what makes this whole location tough.
Too much.
I think she just has to be really aggressive with this. 122 to the hole. Came up short here yesterday. Well, that well to the right. And that's about where she ended up yesterday.
Final two have missed the green in regulation at the 12th. Hyojookim to play first here.
And I agree, this is a much easier shot, both because she's on basically the same level of the hole, and she has a really level lie, and she had this shot yesterday.
This is the part of her game that Travis has been really impressed with this week, especially. She has pitched in.
Clips the grass.
For the bump.
Quite a bit uphill, yeah. Managed that pretty nicely. That was not easy.
It comes down to the putting.
13, Ruixinliu.
She started this one a little bit left of where her feet were aiming, but I'd say that's going to work out just fine.
She'll use the backstop?
Yeah,
okay.
But it's further up, so it's going to get closer. Get more speed.
Nearly perfect.
You want anybody to putt this. You'd want the person leading the fields in putting this week, but she did miss that 1 on 8 and is playing this outside the hole, it looks like.
And bogeys this hole for the second day in a row from the left rough.
Still outside the hole.
Looked like that was right where she was set up. Just played way too much break there.
3 bogeys, 3 birdies today. And nellykorda will have a putt for par to again be tied at the top. This is a busy stretch. She got 8 tournaments in a 9-week span. She's going to play a lot of them. And this
that was not a good stroke, Morgan. She almost tried. That was like a hit and hope stroke there.
It's just been so interesting to watch the momentum shifting around in this pairing today. I mean, in the first poor swing Nelly made was right after her name was at the top of the leaderboard. And another poor swing, well, I wouldn't say poor swing, but poor shot into this hole here.
Hyoju's great friend, Seiyoungkim, like her, a major champion. And she's had a nice day trying to finish it in style for Eagle.
Struck pretty well. It's drawing.
Ooh. I think that was a little pull because it got in there pretty deep.
Given her a little bit of an opening today.
She has, and Nelly's taken it for the most part. Trying to land this 175-ish. Well, that is probably further right than she would have liked.
Oh.
Kind of near yesterday's hole location.
You thinking pitching it just by the hole or just short of the hole with spin?
Wow. Did we tell you she was pretty good around the greens?
How about that help?
Thank you, Flagstick.
Takes a little bit of luck to win, Karen, doesn't it?
Well, she's had a couple of goes with that already today, hasn't she?
That's what, 50 feet past?
At least. I mean,
It's going to be close to the front, not the front fringe, but that fringe on that same tier.
Yeah.
When I got up here, it's not quite as severe as I would have thought from back on the tee. I mean, we're still all learning these greens and these slopes. But she's just going to try to trickle it down there and have it cozy up close.
It's close. While they wait, we go up to the green at the 14th, and Gabylopez. This is Robynchoi having a really good week, and this would help. At 14, Hyojookim to go first for birdie.
Yeah, this putt is downhill, setting up for left to right break.
Right in the middle. She's been caught, but not passed. And the lead is now 2 for the moment for Hyojookim.
A rare display of...
Nelly's got to make this and stay abreast.
She's playing quite a bit of break here as well, Kay.
Not enough.
It's just been quite the afternoon of momentum shifting. I mean, I go back to that pitch from Hyojoo that hit the flag on the last hole, up and down for par. I mean...
A day that began with Hyojookim in front by 5. She was caught by nellykorda at the 10th. But now Hyojookim has moved back in front by 2. Finishing up at the par 5 18th, nasahataoka. Came so close to a major championship in this area at the Olympic Club back in 2021. Lost a playoff to Yuka Sasso. Well, Karen, we've talked about this 15th, how tough it is, really from start to finish, isn't it?
Oh, no question. It's quite nice that I get to sit next to Morgan here in the booth, because she's just pointing out to me on the stats that so few people are hitting the fairway. Just 31.15% of the players in the field are hitting the fairway today. And then only 19.67 players are hitting the green. I mean, it's just crazy. It's because...
Karen, this is right where Gabby actually tried to hit it yesterday. It was up the left, and she missed it in the same spot. And it gives you just a better angle than where we just saw ruixinliu play from.
No question. I mean, the more left you are, the better. However, fairway has to be king. She's even looking just a little bit left here, I think, to catch a slope on the green, to try and move it to the right, to use those contours.
Is that going to be a rare? They're waiting because ruixinliu, Karen, has a third here.
And she's obviously got such a short shot in her hands here. Let's see if she can hold it.
Just a moment ago at the 15th, Gabylopez. We'll call this a birdie putt. Karen?
Barely. I mean, it's got lots of movement to it.
First ever LPGA start. I remember yours, Morgan, and it was memorable. And for carlatejedomulet from LSU in Spain, parents are here watching. She's tied for 6th in her debut.
It's quite the debut. It's funny, earlier this week she said, you know, I'm a bit starstruck here on the range next to seeing Nelly and Lilia and some of these other superstars that she's watched on television. And I wonder what she thinks right now, seeing her name on the leaderboard right next to those incredible players. We have a stacked leaderboard here.
This would be nice if she could get it up and down.
When did it first hit you, Morgan?
Chance to fall even further behind. Finishing up her first LPGA event, Tajedomulet.
having this so early.
I mean, don't you think this is such a really good rookie class this year?
Yeah.
When you look through it, there are so many players that are young, that could come out here, contend. It's almost like we're getting a little breath of fresh air, it feels like, with some young, fresh talent coming through that...
To the tee at the 17th. We talk about the great rookie class. Here's one of them, Erikahara of Japan.
Be good. Come on.
Someone said be good.
Yeah, it certainly does look good.
It feels very tense out here. You can even feel the anxiety in the crowd, just sort of living and breathing with every shot. Oh, this has gone left. Kind of a healer. Is she going to escape the trees?
Wow.
She does. Left is not a good angle into this hole. Only good thing for her is that the hole location is on the right side today. A little bit of both types of shot.
Nelly's birdied it twice this week, as you see.
Yeah, beauty.
Yeah, she'll take that every day right there. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Trackman Fraser loved it right up the gut. Here at 16, Robynchoi to go shooting into the top 10. Still going to be a very good week. Tap in birdie.
Putting from really tough to get it close to that front hole location.
We saw Hara hit a good tee shot at 17, ran her birdie putt past and can't make the comebacker. 5th on the Epson Tour last year, now a rookie.
Club's out. Probably in between a wedge and this 9 that she's going with. 123 plays almost 10 yards uphill.
Oh, yeah.
More this is going to play. Helpful to have just 108 yards. This is a pitching wedge. Kind of by her, very difficult to read what the break is going to do. It's going to be fast. Nelly will pay very close attention to what it does once it gets near her ball mark and what it does the last part of the putt.
In
her decade, Hyojookim led the tour in avoiding 3 putts. 2 here would be big.
Barely took that back.
Well, and as you've talked about, it's just not easy putting from above this hole, and you cannot get the ball underneath the hole, so Nelly may have to be a little delicate herself. I see some right to left break that might want to try to flatten out towards the hole.
This is a nerve-wracking putt right here, Kay, breaking away from her.
It is. No, that was a total misread. I thought that might move a little to the right, but that was nothing but right to left. And she started it left and it went left. That's a head shaker there.
Wow. So now Nelly with a short one for par to go down 1 with 2 to go.
Down the hill was short in the backswing, and that one looked that way as well.
Off they go to the par 3 17th. Back and forth they've gone all day. It was a 5-shot lead.
Really hitting that high, trying to draw it in.
Yeah, that was a good par shot.
It'll be interesting to see the line she takes.
She might be able to get it closer using the slopes of the green with a lower ball flight, Kay.
Oh, she's taken some dead aim. But coming in hot.
Bad. That's happened a couple of times where she's pulled it towards the hole location and gone long and left her in a tough spot.
So Hyojookim leads by 1, but advantage Nelly here at the 17th.
Has a decent amount of green to work with, but the green where she's landing it is sloping towards the hole. That was... Wow, that was amazing. I'm seeing a double breaker with the majority of the putt wanting to move left to right towards the end. Oh, it's like she fell in love with the line and forgot to hit it because it was a little bit uphill.
Well, this is an eagle putt for the top-ranked player in the world, jeenothitikul. Morgan, she began the weekend tied for 3rd. Couldn't make a move.
Just really struggled to get anything going. Maybe she is human after all.
Maybe. She'll be there next week at the Ford Championship in Phoenix, where Hyojookim's the defending champ. Par putts here for the final 2.
She didn't take any time over that putt. No, I'm saying 2 feet at most. It's all but a routine putt, except for the circumstances.
Except for the circumstances. Not the swing we thought.
No, and she's going to have to go to that 18th thinking eagle.
She was perplexed by the miss for birdie at 16, and even more so.
But if you can somehow hit a good straight drive with minimal draw, maybe even a little cut, you can keep it out of that left rough.
Hold out for eagle on Thursday to finish off a 63.
Oh, this is heading towards the bunker. Yep, you gotta let it go, shake it off, and hit your best drive. She's playing aggressive, trying to clear the bunker. Oh, and that comes up short.
Both in the final pair have found the fairway bunker at the 18th. The one on the left up by the lip, Hyojookim's.
This is a pretty straightforward second shot out of the fairway bunker, in that Nelly is at the very bottom of the bunker with a perfectly level lie, doesn't really have to worry about the lip.
Yeah, good swing. Good shot.
But unable to reach it in 2.
Two back.
Of the tee shot.
Really need an eagle. That was just a costly mistake off the tee.
Lob wedge it out, maybe 20 yards or so. Well, got about 30, 35 yards. Yesterday we watched Aditi Ashok take 3 shots to get out of that bunker.
I always wonder whether Hyoju feels any adrenaline, but we'll see right here, going with the longer club.
That was not struck well. Kind of heavy.
You think you got to make birdie here, Nelly.
She's over this shot quickly. 54-degree wedge in hand. See how close she can hit this.
She likes it.
Huge hop. And it's not going to come all the way back, I don't believe. Trying hard.
So this bunker's so deep, hard to see over that lip. Quite a bit of a chunk and run there to try and get it to trundle up the hill. Pretty good shot, Kay.
I think she has a high probability. Straightforward.
Good, but not good enough.
Rattling 3-putt on 17.
Both players have been rattled at times today. That's a par for Nelly. Finishes at 15 under. She made a run. You know, when Hyojoo won this event back in 2015, she held off Stacey Lewis that day. She was asked about it this week as a returning champion. She said, I really don't, dare say, she will remember this one. 2 putts to win it. Okay, little extra drama, fitting for this day. She bent, but she did not break. And hyojookim outlasts nellykorda to win the Fortinet Founders Cup for a second time.
It was a real test of perseverance today, Grant, for Hyojoo.
She's now won in her teens, her 20s, and her 30s on the LPGA Tour. A dozen years out here and 8 victories. This one was tough, but she got it done. Congrats to carlatejedomulet. In her very first LPGA start, a tie for 5th. Good day for minjeelee, as well as 67.